Okay, let's start this evening. I have a few announcements to make. First and foremost, this is a sponsored event by Festival of Words, our music and mic. And secondly, let's put our hands together for Chicories, because we could not do this evening without Chicories giving us a nice place to do it. Okay, tonight's performer, I guess we all know already, is Curly Taylor. And I have a little bio I have to read for Curly Taylor. Okay, born into a musical family in Grand Coteau, drums were Curly's first instrument. At age 16, he played in his father's band, Jude Taylor and the Burning Flames. By age 25, Curly had played drums with some of Louisiana's musical legends, including C.C. Adcock, Steve Riley, Lil Bob and the Lollipops, and his uncles Lil Buck Senegal and Wayne Blue Burns. He toured with C.J. Chenier, the son of King of Zydeco, Clifton Chenier, and a Zydeco legend in his own right. While traveling with C.J. Chenier's band, he became interested in playing the accordion and found he really enjoyed it. Curly purchased his first accordion, and within 6 months, he learned to play. Curly has released more than 6 CDs of original music, making him one of the most prolific composers of Zydeco. His latest project is Rise Up, was released in 2018. Let's give a hand for Curly Taylor. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. How's everyone doing this evening? It's kind of good to hear something about me in Grand Coteau, and I bet you some of you already know my history because you watch me grow up in Grand Coteau. Well, we go get it started. I got another homeboy from in town, Mr. Ignatius McZill. We go play y'all a little bit of Zydeco. If somebody want to ask me any questions, feel free. And we go do it. We go start the show. Dig it out, hot pula bucha. Dig it down, dig it oh, dig it out, hot pula bucha. Rub your board, Iggy. Y'all give it up for Mr. McZill. Whoa, Bacatan. Whoa, Bajoli. Whoa, oh, oh, Bob. Whoa, Bacatan. Yeah. 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 Thank you. Want to thank everyone for coming on out. Got some people that came from around the corner. Thank you all so much for coming on out. Got some people that came from Abbeville. Thank you all so much. Lafayette, surrounding areas. Thank you. Is there anything I can play for you today? All right, well, I'll just play for you. If y'all have some questions, ask. Oh, John Delafosse. Please don't you leave me, baby. When you leave me all alone, my baby, I get a broken heart. 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 Yeah, try. Go, Edgar. Goes it. It's so hard to stop. We done went from John Delafosse to Buckley Zydeco. It's hard to stop, yeah. It's hard to stop, yeah. Yeah, it's hard to stop it. Yes.
Actually, I have two questions.
And what is your name? From Abbeville, Louisiana? And you look familiar.
I'm just asking you a question.
But in case they don't know who you are.
So I have two questions. One, I would like to have you tell us something that we might not know about you.
Okay, but can you tell them what they don't know about you? That's why I'm asking. This is Miss Kathy Richard. Come on, just give them a little bit.
So I work with smoke-free policies such as smoke-free bars in Lafayette and one that
Yes, uh-huh.
the health of our musicians is so important, and that's where they have to work. So
Exactly.
help them get access to health care and things like that.
Exactly. We all need some health care. Thank you so much, Miss Kathy. Okay.
But tonight is about you.
Okay.
We'd like you to tell us something that we might not know about you. And so that's the first question.
Okay.
Second question is, I know you came from a musical family,
Mm-hmm.
but at what point did you realize that you had your own style, because you in fact do, and decided to start going into your own style?
Direct.
From
Okay.
From the classical way that
Exactly. I would say I mean, it ain't a big thing, people that I'm into. I'm into boxing a lot. That maybe people wouldn't know. I'm into boxing a lot. That's almost like one of my favorite things to do in my off time. And the people around town that may already know me, I'm a big car fanatic, but I know the people around town, they know that. I love cars, and that's my thing when I'm, cars is my thing, but things that maybe somebody never knew about me before was boxing. I'm a big boxing fan. And as far as the music, how I done this music, I played drums with my dad for a long time, and when I was playing drums, it was because I just like playing drums, and it just gave me an opportunity to just, I guess, release some energy. And I did that for a few years, and then I hooked up with a producer in Lafayette that got us a record deal singing in New Orleans, and so I done that in my high school years. Got a record deal out in California, and that quite didn't work out because poor management, and that's what I would say. You know, they just didn't take the right direction, and I was new into the group, and just stepping into the group, things that I've seen that I just knew wasn't gonna work. Since I was like the new one in the group, I couldn't be like, oh, you should do this, and so I kind of just gone along with everything, and I just watch it just started to go down. But then I started, we were playing with my dad's band, and then one of my drummers, he was like, my first drummer, he was like, why don't we start a young band? Because my dad had my younger brother playing bass and my keyboard player, so it was a bunch of young guys playing in my dad's band. So the drummer was like, why don't we start a band? You write some songs, and you can learn how to play the accordion, and then we'll be able to do something for us. Because really my band got started because my first drummer felt like he was left out. So he encouraged me to put a band together so he could end up joining a band, exactly. And then my take on the music, because we were brought up around a lot of blues and soul music, that's why my music sound that way. And I still tend to go left when everybody's going right, and it's just because, I mean, it's like if you hear even if you hear a good song 1,000,000 times, it's like, okay, I don't need to hear it again tonight. Or, you know, if I'm playing this song and then the next band coming up and they're all playing the same song with the same arrangements, you know, it's like, why are we all doing the same thing? And my song, Country Boy, it was like Country Boy City Thoughts, because I remember walking these streets of Grand Coteau. That's one thing I said I wanted to make sure that they know. Even I don't even know if the people at Chicory's know this, but I used to walk the streets when this was a gas station. They used to have some gas pumps in front of here. That's how long I've been in this town in Grand Coteau. And it's about a country boy just writing songs that hopefully one day I'll be able to get the world to hear. And, you know, with City Thoughts, Country Boy, City Thoughts, nobody know, you know, who I am, but it worked out. And now I've been to Brazil, London, I've just been all over the place and constantly touring. I might be back home maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks tops, and then we're back out on the road and everything, just trying to make it. And like I said, I just wanted to do my own thing. And, you know, like all the bands might have a certain sound that they're listening to down here, but to me it's like, if you were to write a book, or if there are any artists or even songwriters in here, or a poem, why would you write, and it's your chance to express yourself, why would you write the same book that somebody else wrote? Or, you know, it's like, here's your chance to express yourself. Now, I mean, I know you're not, we all go through some of the same things in life, but we all don't have to, everybody's take is a little different. So it's like, why am I go write about, like me doing a song that sounds like somebody else? I'm like, no, in my head I hear it different, so I just want to relate it different. And what me and my wife Rachel talk about it all the time, she's like, your music is different. And it'll be, sometime we'd be like, you know, you could have the best steak in the world, Curly, but if you're selling it to vegetarians, they won't eat it, you know? So that's how we look at whenever we play my music or do my music in front of people, because it's, it's not everybody, just because it's good, and they're not saying it's not good, but they just don't eat it. They just don't eat it. So, and that's what I tell even the young artists that's coming up. If your food is good, you got to find the people that likes what you're doing, and then you give it to them, and feed them. But, if they're not into it, then they just won't eat it, good or not, good or bad. Is there any other questions? Did I answer? Yes. Okay. You know what? I do have some CDs, and me and my wife was going over all this. I said, look, I'm going to sell CDs for $5 tonight. So if you didn't get a chance, do pick it up. And like I said, I just strive to make good music. And I mean, people that actually kind of follow me and my sound is, it's different. I don't play the songs like all the other Zydeco bands play them, and I don't sing them like they sing them. And I just always try and add something different to it, because my ultimate goal, not say to move to the city, but experience the big thing from the country boys. Like, I'm a country boy. I finally get a chance to see the big city. And I tell all these guys, but let me see how I can put it. Well, just because I want certain things out of life, that don't mean that everybody should want the same thing. Like some of the local guys that's playing, they may want to play local, and that's all they want to do. But I got a bigger picture in my head, and it's like I have to find ways to stretch my music that's going to appeal to the world, to where that's my ultimate goal. When we started this band, it wasn't like to be the biggest local Zydeco band. It was to be like, you're going to create music that's going to appeal to the world and let them know where you're from. And I want to look, I'm going to push further down. For New Year's Eve, I throw a party right here at the gym, and I get people to come from all over the country just to come to our little Grand Coteau area and stuff, and it'd be cool. And if y'all in here, I'm inviting y'all. New Year's Eve, we throw out parties, and as I guess, once I go out to the world, I bring the country to the world, then I'll try and bring the world back to the country and let them experience our little town, But I do have some CDs. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes. Miss Margot, you look familiar. Okay. I love you too. Thank you.
I've always been curious, like the accordion. They've got, how much does your accordion weigh? And what do you do to, because they play these things all night long, rain, cold,
Exactly.
sweat, whatever. And I'm wondering, how do you stay in shape to play the accordion?
No, I'm a talk now, since we all of age now, No, I'm only saying this because now I won't be afraid to say how old I am. But my body is starting to break down. Exactly. Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, this accordion might weigh about close to 40 pounds. So I got to hold this thing this is my main instrument. Whenever I played a little small accordion, I kind of just picked that up because that's like what everybody's in town was playing. So I guess sometimes I'll be saying I don't like to fit in the box. I guess I'm going to tell you, I guess I put myself in the box by playing it. But this is my main instrument, and this is what I grew up playing. And my knees are starting to hurt. My back is always hurting. My feet are starting to hurt. And yeah, and me and Rachel talking, and we like to the point, she's like, I don't know why your feet hurting and your knees hurting. You ain't that heavy. And I'm like, you know what? You are right. So I started thinking, and all that time, like maybe just last week, I'm like, but every night I got another 40 pounds that I'm holding on for about 3-4 hours, and just, it doesn't make no sound unless you have to be working it and sweating and just beating it up. But I mean, I enjoy it. I hope to make it like real big one day, and I'll just take this out when I have to, to where I could just maybe sing a lot and maybe pick this thing up play about maybe about 7, 10 songs instead of 50 songs because it's starting to beat me up a little bit. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I know the people that's in here. Yeah, y'all, I appreciate, because I know, like I said, the people that's here, they actually know my music and they listen to it. And it's not like, oh, it's not a social thing. I know if people come listen to my music, they come and actually like, they listening to music and they come to enjoy it. It's not like, oh, well, we going because that person going and we're going to do whatever. It's you're going to come to say, ooh, music does sound good. And that's just what I want to make my music sound like. Thank you, Miss Margot. Love you. Okay. All right. Is there something else going on? No? All right. Oh, cool. We'll move over to the next slide. Not often I actually sit down. Try and get some. I can cheat a little bit. All right. Baby, why you wanna make me cry tonight? You took my love and now you're gone. You left me hanging all alone. Oh, you're gonna be with me tonight, baby. Oh, you're gonna give my love away. Oh, you're gonna be with me tonight, baby. Oh, you're gonna give my love away. Baby, 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 baby. Why you wanna make me cry tonight? You took my love and now you're gone. You left me hanging all alone. Baby, 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 baby. Why you wanna make me cry tonight? Tears running down my eyes. Yeah. Thank you, thank you. Anything else? Okay.
First grade teacher is in here.
Iggy said his first grade teacher is in here.
How you doing?
Uh-huh. Yes. Okay.
And my other teacher too.
Thank you. Yes. I look around. Okay. Don't expose me, please don't. Don't expose, yeah. I plead the fifth. It's one of those other things that beats me up too. Not only carrying this accordion on stage and working it, but driving that big van over there across the country constantly. We had a chance to put a few miles on this van. Not like the miles I put on my body though, but this is a this is a newer van, but I had a van that previously that I just had. I put 747,000 miles on this van. 747,000 miles. And because I like cars and I'm a country boy, you think I got rid of the van? No, but of course not. We're from the country. You go buy, you find you another engine. Exactly. You know I'm a tailor. You know what we go do? We go make it run. So I put another engine in it on the 747,000 van. I took out, done a couple of more trips. As a matter of fact, when that engine had gone out, we were on our way to some festival on the West Coast, and we were in Dallas. And we were in traffic for some reason, and we were kind of just stalled, and all of a sudden, we just started smelling smoke. We didn't know what was going on, and it was like oil. We're like, why is the van smelling oil? And then I guess it just broke a ring or whatever. So the van just started running terrible. We had to head back, shot back from Dallas in the old van. It took more oil than gas or support. I mean, because it kept pushing the oil out of the engine anywhere it could. So before we were stopping to put gas, we were stopping to put oil, because then it kept pushing all the oil out, and start to hear the van. So we had to stop putting oil. So we got all the way back home. This is not a luxury life we live sometimes. So I get back to Lafayette, and I think it was like a Sunday evening. We didn't have nothing I could rent for the band, because we were going to be out on the tour for like 2 weeks or something, like maybe 2.5 weeks. Only place I could find open was the airport. Normally, you know, we travel in a big van like this. I had to rent a Ford Explorer. We had to go on tour for 2.5 weeks with a Ford Explorer. We had to get a cargo case to put some of our stuff on top of the little Explorer and stuff. Then I got back home, changed the engine. All right, so we on the engine part. Put the engine in it at 747,000 miles. Done a couple other tours. I put another 20,000 miles on it. Then the transmission had gone out at 767 miles. So what you think I done? You think I junked the van? Then we just need a transmission, and we almost got a whole new van, right? So I put another transmission on it, got it up and running. But fortunately, I found another van that I didn't have to beat that one up anymore. And I gave the other van to one of my friends to keep up for me in case anything would happen, I could jump in it. I would always use it as a plan B, but my friend killed it before I could even. I'm like, what are friends for? I do most of it. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Hey, my cousin, tell him what this, Taylor, I'm going to get that. We going to fix it. We over here in the country. Yeah. And I had a drummer. Oh, yeah. Shade Tree is the best. I'm going to get it fixed. We don't need much. I heard that if y'all know Corey Broussard, if y'all just heard the name Corey Broussard, he said his daddy fixed his car with no new tools. His dad fixed his car with a can of beer. Not actually pouring the beer, but he said his daddy like cut some iron off of a can and put that in the engine and made it work. I don't know. But that's a Broussard like a Taylor, so you can never tell how that story went. But yeah, but traveling is hard in that van, and I try and make it comfortable to where we all have like reclining chairs in it to where it'll be like you're just sitting in a recliner all day. But it gets tiring and stuff at times. But I said I could be doing some 9 to 5 that I really hated, you know. So I guess it's good on the other side of it, you know. But we all got to make a living, and like I tell, you know, we all have our own things. Just that I chose to play music, you know, and that's just what you know me for. Some people are like, you know, she's a teacher. And I mean, I can't teach. I mean, maybe I could teach some things, but I'm not a teacher, you know? So it's like, and people will be like, oh, they look at you different because, you know, I just chose to do music, and that's what it is. But I tell everybody, I'm just a country boy. Anybody that see me on the streets can come walk up to me, and I'm just the most down-to-earth person you want to meet. And, you know, they'd be like, well, this one doesn't act like you. And, you know, I'm like, well, we all don't have to act the same, but I mean, to me, it's like, just because I can play an instrument or sing, that doesn't make me better than anybody else, you know? Yes. And question, who are you? You look familiar, though. Okay. If I could be a mechanic? Yeah. Well, that too, but guess what? We always say with my band traveling, we put so much, let me not say junk, but we put so much in this van, pack that van so much when it's time to leave. We always say, hey, look, if this music business don't work out, we can always start a moving company. Because we can pack, you wouldn't believe the things that come out of this van. You'd be like, how'd y'all put all that in there? And be like, we just done it so many times. It's Legos. But Miss Becca, this is Miss Becca. She announced my band. Yeah, the very first time the band hit, like, I think we might have played the Hamilton on an opening night for my first night. But other besides that, I played Festival International. Might have been my second gig. And we're up there on the stage, and I guess she didn't know my name that well. And she advertised, and it was all taped and everything. Curly Taylor and the Zydeco Troublemakers. And I was like, who is that? And as of today now, I'm like, oh, we still the Troublemakers, but she can bake a mean cake. I'm not lying. I'm waiting for my other tray. I'm ready for it. But you know, because she screwed my name up, we became the best of friends. You know, I don't hold her for it. I love her for it. Oh, yeah. She's always there. Anybody else?
I got a question.
Uh-oh. Let's have it.
If you wouldn't be playing music, what would you be doing?
Oh, wow. That would be a scary thing, man. Oof. Thank you, Jesus. If I wouldn't be doing music, man, I don't know what I would be doing. I mean, I could do a few things, you know. I could do mechanic work. I done worked in stores. I done pushed buggies. I was a Target buggy pusher, man. You know what I'm saying? I done road construction. My grandfather, great-grandfather, they halfway built this town. You know? I actually could do a lot of things, but I don't even know what I would be doing. Maybe cutting hair with arrow or something, just to be with my family or something. I don't know.
Then you'd be in my spot.
Then I would be in the Iggy spot cutting hair next to my brother. But I still think about doing it. Right here in Grand Coteau. Oh, whoa. All right. It's going to put me on the spot now. See, sometimes it takes me a little while to get to it. I think that might be hard for me to play, but I could sing it though. I think I still remember singing it. That was off of my first CD, that's why it's kind of hard for me to remember. Then they say, how do you remember all those words to those songs? Everybody deserves a dream, 'cause dreams can turn into reality. But first, you must believe. Take some time and put your mind at ease. When you cleanse your soul, well, there's nothing your body won't hold. Ooh, when you're dreaming, I kind of forgot it, but it's when you're dreaming. Say something like, you can take a trip and fly away to a place beyond the skies with rainbows and teddy bears, and the tears never fall from your eyes. His dreams are free. Don't let no one control your destiny. Ooh, when you're dreaming, when you're dreaming, something like that. It just been so long time since I gotta think about this hand and I gotta think about that hand and think about words and stuff. But thank you. Everybody be on me like, you gotta play that song, you gotta play this. But it be so old, I done forgot the song. I did? Oh, well, good. Thank you. Yeah, that's where I pull from. That's where I pull from. I pull from up above. Yes, indeed. Oh, yes, most definitely. I pull from the high source. Want to do a song, Creole Man. Let me see if I could hit. My songs require a lot of thinking, though, honestly, is because, like, instead of going the way that's just simple, like, kind of like, I just do a song like everybody do it, then I could always just go play the same thing and think, and just do the different words. But I actually try and put a song with different music and got to go this place and then go that way. So sometimes it takes me a little time to put all these songs together. All right. When I look in your eyes, baby, something's not right. Am I doing you wrong, or is someone holding you tight? Your kisses don't feel the same. Let me know if I'm to blame, or is it someone else that you're thinking of? Give me a chance, let me prove my love. Time after time I try to get through to you, show you there's nothing I won't do. Can I be every day? Let me be a Creole man. Can I be every day, baby? Let me be a Creole man. Let love and faith shine through. I won't stop till I'm next to you. Be your number one, be the only one that you'd run and bring your heart to. I will hold you tight with all my might, make love until it feels right. And if the morning comes and you're still in my arms, girl, ease your mind, girl, ease your thoughts. Time after time I try to get through to you, show you there's nothing I wouldn't do for you. Creole, man. Yes. All right, anybody else? Next, anybody else got a little something they want to say? Kenya. It's still quiet. I have no kids, unfortunately. I had dogs, but they're all gone now, and I just lost my last dog I had for 13 years and stuff. Big dog, he was heavier than me, like 180-something pounds. Hell of a dog I had to let go. That was like our family, and all, yeah, but just me and Miss Taylor over there. We both trying to raise each other, boy. It's a hell of a job. Yeah. We both get spanking sometimes. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's good. Something else? Oh, I see Shalane in the back. Yes. Don't expose me either, because you get exposed. Thank you so much, Shalana. Now, on Saturday morning, we're going to be in Bowbridge at Buck and Johnny's for the breakfast, where I have my full band geared up in Bowbridge, ready to cut up early in the morning. And follow us on Facebook, Instagram, curlytaylor.com. I know we'll still be in town maybe another month before we start moving around. So if you hear us at one of the venues, please come check us out. I promise you we'll do our darnest to put our heart and soul into it. Oh, that's cool. Thank you. You're going to make people throw stuff at me if I tell the truth. All right. Well, it started at home, just being influenced by the music that my dad done, the music that he listened to, the music that my uncles played, and that kind of just got me into music, like James Brown, Sam Cooke, some Otis Redding. Please, nobody. I'm going out on a limb because I never want to tell nobody what to believe in or whatever, but my biggest influence is R. Kelly. Nobody. No. Because the man is actually a musical genius. I mean, with just what he done, and actually, I can be in the worst of mood, and I can just, because he just pushed me to sing and just go into a place to where it's like, he makes me like go to it, because he really like puts his, he put his stuff into it. And for a while, I used to listen to Brian McKnight a lot and stuff, but I don't know, it's just that the passion and stuff that just came through, and it's like, I just got to hold through with it, because he's just unbelievable until whatever comes up. Like I said, he's still number one in my book, like Michael Jackson and all. He just got it, Is there something else? Now, like I said, my music is I'll be trying to do, because this accordion is a whole lot different than the little single note accordion. So that little single note accordion is almost like if you had a harmonica. So it's like, if I could play like. So it's like that kind of stuff. You could play like a major scale stuff in certain keys. And if you wonder why these guys have like 4 or 5 different accordions, because it's set in different keys where their voice is going to form to sing. That's what they're going to need it for. But this one is, you can play like in all the keys. So it's like putting 10, 15 accordions on you. And you get to have keys and notes that wouldn't be on a single note, which allow you to play different music and let you make different chords and stuff, and just make the music sound different. This was a song I done back on, I think, There's Nothing Feels Like It CD. And it's just, most of the music that I write do not come in my head in zydeco form. I sit down at the piano and I put these songs together, then I'm like, how do I zydeco-nize these songs, you know? How can I turn it into a zydeco record? So this song right here, this is a song, Baby Don't You Go, Don't Walk Away. Every time you leave, begging you to stay. So it's something like, so when you hear this, makes me think about the facts of life, Bobby Womack, you know? So when I'm home, I'll start playing the progression and I like, baby, don't you go, please don't walk away. Every time you leave me, I'm begging you to stay. Baby, don't you, y'all say go, please don't walk away. Every time you leave, I'm begging you to stay. Baby, put down your bags, don't walk 'em out the door. We made it through this pain, we've been here before. Why you wanna leave after all that we've been through? I don't need nobody else, baby, all I need is you. You're a special girl and I know that you're the one. Let's push the hurt aside, girl, we should be having fun. Don't give up on our love and our future plans. Girl, let me prove it so you understand. Baby, don't you please don't walk away. Every time you leave me, I'm begging you to stay. Baby, don't you go, please don't walk away. When every time you leave me, I'm begging you to stay. Thank y'all. But that's why, like we say, my zydeco music kind of take a different approach, because it's like I hear music as, I come from like soul music and that kind of stuff. So I just try and bring soul music into zydeco because, you know, if it don't touch you, then, I mean, you shouldn't be doing it. Ma'am, you got this at home. Is there some more questions I can answer? Yes.
What was the first song you wrote that made you think, well, you know, I have to write
A song that I wrote. I think the first song that was on my Country Boys CD was a song called Ain't Nobody Fooling Around. You know, because like people could, oh yeah, you fooling around. No, I'm not fooling around, you know. And it's kind of a little funky song. I kind of mixed that up with like a little James Brown feel, but it's like, say, ain't nobody fooling around. I say, ain't nobody fooling around. Like, once a time not long ago, I done things that I wouldn't do no more. You see, I broke your heart and I made you cry. Sure. But, you know, things that I used to do, I'm not going to do, and I'm not fooling around no more, you know? So, that's me. Yeah, I think that might have been my first song, but now we still working on another CD because zydeco is my base where I actually come from. But we play a ton of festivals all over the world. And after I get off a stage, all the other performers performers and the actual people that book us, they'd be like, Curly, you know you could be doing more music than Zydeco. Like, they're like, you actually, I think you got something to where you can break out of that category and in that box. So that's why whenever you hear me and my music is always changing, that's because we're actually trying to break out of the box, because even Hunter Hayes from right here in Brobridge, you know, me and Hunter done shows in all over the world together. We were out in Iowa. Hunter was playing keyboards for me, and his dad is at Curly. When you get back home, if you need Hunter to play any guitar, because you know Hunter can play all the instruments. His dad like, hey man, if you could get Hunter to come play, would you get him? Because we want him to get as much experience playing with everybody, any kind of music. We want him to be, you know, well-rounded. And I watched Hunter on TV once he had turned into this big country star. He said, playing Cajun music, that's what he's playing. He said, in order for him to get his big record deal and for him to move to that thing, to that next stage in life, he had to drop his accordion, because record companies and the big music world see that as being a regional sound. So whenever they see you like holding an accordion or a rubbing board, they actually think that it's catered just to this area, like they're gonna only sell records to these certain people. And so that's why I had to drop my accordion in order for me to pursue a bigger career. And so we playing Zydeco, and we still trying to work on another record that's in the work, to where when it comes out, I might put maybe one or two accordion songs on it, but we're just trying to make it like some world music to where I can bring more people back to Grand Coteau and let them see our pretty town, you know? You know, so, yes.
Did you say who was your dad and your uncle?
If I sang with them,
Did you tell us who was your father and your uncle? Because I'm your lady.
oh,
That was influence in the beginning. You might not know who was your uncle.
yes, my dad is Jude Taylor, who is from here and born and raised and still here, and this is still our town. Even though I live in Sunset, I come here just every day. I pass in front of here every day going to my mom and dad, check on them. And then my uncle is Little Buck Senegal, which is a great blues player, legendary blues player. Played with Clifton Chenier and Buckwheat Zydeco. And I have another uncle, Wayne Blueburns, that has his own band that's doing this stuff and, you know, his own thing. So I just been around music like for forever and a day and stuff. And so they expected me to, no, I'm wrong. Not to say they expected me to do music, but I ended up doing music. I've been around them so much, I guess something was going to rub off, you know. Something else? Everybody in the Taylor family, they can sing it sometimes. Yes, thank you. And you know what? I just want to try and push myself, because I just know, you know, if I want to cruise, maybe I can stay doing this Zydeco thing. But I mean, I've just been around. I done done the U.S. for so many times over, and it's like, okay, we got to get something else. So we got to start working on a new record to try and make this brand bigger and bring more people into town, into Grand Coteau. Yes. Is there something else, Mr. Margot?
I'm always curious for musicians, how do you choose what songs you're going to play, depending on what crowd you're playing to?
Yes.
How do you decide that?
Well, for me, first, I think your song selection, you got to have enough of songs to where you can maybe go around and diddle-daddle and stuff, but yeah, because, you know, if you look around the place, and I have to always cater my music, because my music can actually go all the way to the left, or it could go all the way to the right, or I can make it stay on the inside, you know? And so it's like I'll look out into the audience. All right, so I'll look in here today. I would say, all right, I might play some waltzes, or I'm gonna play some traditional stuff. Keep it as traditional as I can. And then once I get everybody like jumping and going crazy, then it's like I'm gonna sneak them in one of them Curly Taylor songs, you know, to where once like they're not worried about it and stuff. Once your guards are down, then I'll give it to you. But yeah, so I kind of just watch it and gauge it, and you know, because sometimes we go to towns that never heard of Zydeco. Like, we just came back off our last tour. We were in Deadwood, South Dakota. We've been doing the Mardi Gras we've been doing Deadwood Mardi Gras for like 7 years in a row. And they're like, what are you doing in Deadwood, South Dakota? Minus 15 degrees. So that's what it takes me to where I have to be well-rounded to where, okay, it don't even pay for me to play this certain Zydeco tune that they might have heard, because they never heard some of these Zydeco songs no more. So that's when it comes into me, is like, you have to know, oh, but I bet you they know some Sam Cooke. I bet you they know some Otis Redding. I bet you they know some Bobby Womack. Oh, if I have to pull a country song out, you know, to where I'm like, that's what gives me that extra little thing. You know, I'm like, all right, I'm going to have to go back into the well. I'm going to have to do, you know. And that's just how I gauge it, and I pull it off that way. Oh, yes, most definitely. Yeah, because this, in spite my band can play anything and all kind of music, we don't. And some people say, oh, you sound like y'all playing R&B, like it's R&B band. But believe it or not, we can play it, but we don't have enough of songs to, you know, I only pick those 3, 4, 5 songs, and it just sounds like we actually that band. But no, we actually play the Zydeco, and it's like I might just pull out a couple of other songs because we couldn't do a show. Now, if we would rehearse and build a song list, we could, but we don't do it that long. I love the girl with the blue jeans on. Yeah. Crazy thing is, that song actually bumped. I scratched a piece off of a song that I recorded with the guys that got that record deal. They had a song. It's called I Like the Girl with the Blue Jeans On. That's how they song had gone. But I kind of just flipped it into that I Like the Girl with the... And from touring, I met some people in Canada. The drummer was phenomenal. And he had came down to Lafayette, spending some time and stuff, and we got him in the studio, and we're like, let's do some Caribbean, some Miami, some whatever, you know, just that kind of stuff. And he just started it off, man, playing that calypso stuff, and it was just like, wow. And then, like I said, it's my job. Once I hear all those songs, now I got to turn them into Zydeco, you know? So it's like, is this big calypso thing happening? Then, all right, now, bow. Now it's all of a sudden Zydeco, but I Like the Girl with the Blue Jeans On. That's one of my favorite songs. If I can, that's what I close the show in because it got so much energy. And it just keeps growing and growing and growing by the time the song is over. That's like my favorite song. Live song that I do that has that energy. Anybody else got any questions? Yes, that song, that was my actual first CD, that Country Boy. And I released Country Boy and She's a Liar at the same time. And those two songs opened up the door for me because at the time I was still playing drums with Gino Delaforce. I had put out a CD, and I think I still played with Gino for a year, and all these songs were on the radio and they were just blowing up, doing good, and everybody was like, people wanted to book me and like, Curly, you're doing good, when you gonna leave? But I guess I kind of stuck under him just to make sure that the coast would be clear because we were playing every weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and making good money. So it's like, some people like to just start a band just to say we starting a band, but I had already then established myself making money with him. So it's like, I don't want to stop making money to go maybe start this stuff from the bottom and then maybe not make it or whatever. But because it was almost just a little project we was doing. Not to say we're going to start, but we done it. We put it out there. People started liking it. And I waited until I had like maybe a year or so and people were still calling and I booked like almost a year down the road. I'm like, oh, I think it'll be safe for me to leave, And then once that happened, we just been running ever since. Thank you, Jesus. Yes. Is there any other questions while we're here? I see we got some guitars in here, and I guess we're going to have some open mic in a little bit. My time is just about up. Is there anything else? I'm glad I could make it. You know what? They were wondering like, would you do it? I'm like, why not? I mean, I pass in front of here every day and on Sundays when we're not cooking. We're like, hey, go to Chicory's, go grab us something to eat, So I'm always stopping through, and so I'm like, why wouldn't I, and everything. And I'm glad Mr. Olin and Miss Patrice called me, and everyone came out for this beautiful event, and keep on coming to our beautiful town of Grand Coteau and stuff, and participating with the Festival of Words. Yes. Yes. Curly was my great-grandfather. Curly Polane. Mr. Polane, yes. Cankton. He was old Cankton war. That's all my Cankton people right here. Yes, indeed. Is there any more questions before I turn it over to Mr. Olin? Oh. I can show them about my no hair. They can see that. I used to have hair, but like I said, age didn't hit me like it will catch all of you if you're fortunate enough. I have my better days, so I'm just enjoying life as much as I can and, just taking it day by day. I thank y'all all for coming out. Yes, keep it coming. Oh, my next show, thank you. Saturday, we'll be at Buck and Johnny's Saturday morning in Bro Bridge for that Zydeco breakfast. I think it starts at 8 or 8:30, something like that. 8:30? Yeah, I know. I shouldn't even be up that early, but 10 o'clock is my time. If anybody know me personally, don't even try and call me till after 10 o'clock because I'm not answering. Yes. Ooh, it's not on my schedule as of yet. Yeah, I'll play the Rock and Bowl in Lafayette on the Thursday night for the Festival International, that Thursday night while they're out there. But we do like a lot of, this is how I kind of build my schedule. We kind of do like, book like festivals and kind of tour dates, and then while I'm like off and I'm back home, then I'll see, if we're home just schooling out, then I'm like, let's try and find something to do whenever we're home and stuff, just to keep my band busy. And hopefully the people that want to listen to the music come on out and listen to it, and we just thank y'all for the support. I think it's been about 13 years now since I had my band, 13, 14 years. It's a long time, huh? Longer? Oh, wow. Wow. Well, I didn't know. Who's keeping up with it? Who's keeping up with all that? But I thank y'all so much, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All my Zydecors and all the people that's just coming in, thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. From me and Mr. Ignatius McZill, we love you. Peace. And chicories.
Let's do about a 10-minute break, and then we'll come back for open mic. Let's hear it one more time for Curly Taylor, please.
And I do have those $5 CDs. They somewhere, but I'll go get them. Thank you. Oh, John Delafosse. Please don't you leave me, baby. When you leave me all alone, my baby, I get a broken heart. I get a broken heart.